Now, our Discord community, we've gained over 150,000 members strong, and it's growing each and every day. Get connected with the crew over there. They rock. All right. No other firm offers this much support for their traders. We want to make sure that you've got what you need. We got your six. Topstep's got your back and gives you all the tools and resources you need to get to your next personal milestone. Party on. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, Eddie. I think Grillionaire
Thank
says
you
the
very much,
best.
Eddie.
The daily coaching sessions on Discord are fire, all caps. I agree. All right. Watch this play out,
Here we
Jack.
go. I think this we go take out the 6,000s now.
There's got to be some stops, right? There's got to be some stops up there. All right, Jack, let's talk this trade out. You're looking for 60-10s, all right? 60-10s. We're not there yet. What do you want to see at the price?
I want to see it either reject at 60-10, so we're going to maybe extend the initial balance right now. I don't. Ideally, I like the reacceptance of it. Like, I want to see what it does at 6,000. We're going to trade 6,000 at some point, but it's bounced off so many times. I can't even bring myself to do the gorilla trade right now and just buy it.
Put a buy stop at like what 6,001 and just work 6,010s or something like that.
All right.
It would be like right here. Put the buy stop at like 8.25 or something, 8.5. Like if we get that,
you would put it here. Okay, I thought you executed different. I thought you put it
just below the
outside.
high of days. We're as close as we've gotten. But we're playing with that range.
I'm flat on that Russell trade.
Okay. Update that P. Don't leave a chance, Jay.
Plus 21.24, and I think that might be it for the day.
Man, how much did you trade with Russell? Or TY?
Man, I thought you were pissed off. That's why you walked away.
Oh yeah, no, I was just if a setup presents itself, I have to take it.
Yeah.
I can't let emotions, cloud my decision making. So gotta
Love
take
it. Yep. Ooh,
and I think it just top ticked me, and is back to my entry. So if that's not tilt inducing, I don't know what is. So let's lock out for an hour, and we'll come back after. I don't want to lock out for the whole day because I do think, like Jack just said, you got to assume that at some point this initial balance is going to break. A lot of times what we've seen is if the first hour of trade is like what we've seen today, then we get trend in the second half of the day. If we're going to move, right? And, if you put the whole puzzle together, we have NFP on Friday. So maybe we see 2 consolidated days before NFP. But if we're going to break out of this and we start to see some trend later in the day, I'm a momentum trader. I do better in that. So I'll leave the account for then, but locked out for an hour.
Okay. I saw some selling come in there. I don't even know how. Look at these offers. The offers on the ES ladder are pretty stacked from $59.99. They've been there $59.99 to 6,000. Call it about 800, 900 on the offer between those four prices. Yep. NASDAQ cooking here. Doom. If we get up to these 21,793s, those are the session highs. What price are you looking at to perhaps? You read things in real time. I know you're not really a big level guy. You're watching price action in real time. So what are we seeing right here? We're kind of moving higher.
The Palm 3 check cost me a couple of bucks. I was probably going to cut it in long, but I'll stick with it. I was hiding behind 158 lot, which disappeared at 21,800. Yep. 150 lot sell side on 790. I'm going to wait it out, and I got nothing. Looking at VIX.
All good.
Now it is more long than short, but we're against the high of the day. And same rule applies. I don't want to be the last one to buy it. I'm already short. I'm going to let it play out.
11,000 contracts today, almost 12,000 traded at 59.95.50. We are just in this area.
Oh, what's Delta? Yeah, Delta. Are there shorts building up here? Is it pretty neutral?
Yes, negative 1,200 in the S&Ps, positive 600 in the NASDAQ. But yeah, we're starting to see that Delta negative again, right at the highs here in the S&Ps. Gonna take out the high.
Sellers again. They are defending S&Ps. I'm watching this. They are the sellers are defending this level. They're trying their damnedest, at least. 72% long in the Nasdaq ladder. Nasdaq's moving higher, a little less resistance, if you will. A little smoother move to the upside. Yes, let's go see. This is interesting. Let's watch this play out here.
Doom, you have a position right now?
Yeah, I'm short. I'm short with one micro from 716.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that was right.
Okay.
Yeah, this trade got a little out of hand.
It's a micro.
Yeah, but
Okay,
still, it got a little out of hand.
Watching this, they are trying to defend this. Who's
The
gonna win?
anticipation.
Mechanical
something.
Look at this.
It's
Come on, just do
weird.
it.
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
nothing, right? Like, just if you're gonna buy it, just do it already. But we're not seeing really any volume, any continuation, anywhere. I mean, like you said, Trey, the Nasdaq looks a little bit better. I think that 21.8 is the level in the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
That everyone's paying attention to, but really no size on the books there either. So everyone's kind of sitting on their hands.
Yeah, they are. And
Who's gonna go first?
Just
Is
live
Like
it.
a scene in the office where they did a showdown.
Order filled.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
damn sellers.
Yeah,
It's
again.
like
thanks.
Indiana Jones stepping across that valley. Although I always wonder why he didn't throw the sand on first before he stepped out there. He does it after, and it works for everyone else.
Using some jack. Hogan, we got one eye on this gold right here, 33.98, 33.97.
Yeah, I think
Order
err
filled.
on the side of patience and look for a better location if we can get a nice dip. Little bit lower here, right around 33.90.
90s. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like this anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
Trade
I
off.
was gonna ask, with that hesitation there at 3400s, they had a chance, right? If you were gonna buy it, they had a chance, and no one really stepped
Yeah.
in there.
Nope.
I like it. Trade idea. Didn't get what you see. Didn't get what you
Yeah.
wanted to see. Trade off.
MGI, my friend. Market generated information.
That's how Doom went live, man. Doom went live with that MGI shit, man. Good stuff. Nasdaq's if the S&P is going to get through 6,000, looks like Nasdaq's going to have to do the heavy lifting. They are.
Yep.
We are seeing. Are we seeing icebergs there? Anything, or is this just like bids running out? What are you guys making on this? I know it looks like not a whole lot's
This is
going
a
on
tight-
right now, but we've seen this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times they've gotten up to these 98s, 96, 97s, and we just seen some selling coming. Is it absorption of
So-
buying, or what are we seeing here, guys?
Jack was saying at that 95 half, there's 10,000 contracts traded there. Right above that, 95 in the orders is the delta point of control for the day, and that's positive 916 delta. So maybe some iceberg in there. There's 8,000 contracts traded there. 900 of it is positive delta, which means every time we come up there, if there's any market buys, they're hitting a seller at that level. Yeah, that's really what I'm seeing from a volume perspective. These two prices right here, 95 half and 95.75, are what's kind of holding this down. Yep, and yeah,
Could
somebody
just
just
be
came in
rough.
and kind of go, Jack.
An equilibrium ahead of non-farm.
Right.
See, Jay, I'm seeing,
Look at
and
that.
this is regular trading hours only, at 95 half,
Mhm.
flat delta, 11,500 traded there.
Yep, I have that as well.
Yeah. I'm not really seeing any sell iceberg orders at 95. There's
75.
9,360 that traded 500
Order
of them
filled.
on the bid. So that would indicate some sort of buy iceberg type situation, which we still have negative delta up here, 1,500. That would be buy icebergs, just replacing bids against shorter time frame market order sellers. And those sellers have been unsuccessful at pushing price lower. So I think that we do have a little bit of a delta divergence. I think we're still seeing what we saw yesterday. We're seeing some stronger buyers just replenishing bids. and getting the short time frame short. Now, if Elvis leaves the building and they stop doing that, anything can happen. The sellers could take control and move this thing lower, but with the delta we saw yesterday in the S&Ps and the increase in open interest, it seems there's still money coming into the long side even today.
That's what these guys are talking about. We're trying to figure out what is the holdup. Why can't we go get into those 6,000s in the ES? Hope you're saying the buyers are winning, for lack of a better phrase.
Order
Arguing the
filled.
sellers are winning. They're holding. They're keeping a tap on this thing for now.
Yeah, but these are mechanical, weaker hands, short time frame sellers. It's just selling it because it's up against the high.
Gotcha.
So they're doing what retail traders do. They don't want to buy it here, so they have to sell it. And mechanical selling works until it doesn't. Like we saw yesterday, we saw mechanical selling at the IB high. We saw, some.
Hey, Crude just got smoked. Crude to the downside. Crude's getting absolutely pummeled right now. 62.76. We were cooking Crude down about 70 cents in the last. I don't know what just happened there. Crude absolutely got smoked. Look at this 80 cents. Crude just got smoked 80 cents. 62.70. We were trading around 63.40. Crude's still selling out there. 62 now. What the hell just
Biscuit. Saudis want more supersized OPEC plus hikes in a push for market share. Saudis want in.
Okay.
It's hot off the wire.
Crude down about $1 now since I started yapping there. $62.58. That hot biscuit hit. We were trading around 63.39. And then just like that, huge sell candle in crude oil. And we are selling off to the downside, looking for any more reaction in the equities. Not seeing a whole heck of a lot. S&Ps might be pushing lower, and gold, our crude is just down $1 now. Down $1 in the last 60 seconds.
Shoo.
Wow.
That was a beast.
Wow. Crude down $1 on that Saudi.
Still going. Jeez.
Yes, it is. $62.
How much money?
24 cents.
Saudi makes in oil futures.
Huh.
This is one of the things that always kept me away from oil. Yeah. I don't think there's anything illegal about that.
We got a gap to fill Friday to Monday's regular trading hour session. They gap 62.19 down to 60.97. Just nicked the top of it right there, 62.19.
You want to talk about a headline-driven market, man? That crude, that's all it is. Just headline after headline after headline.
Yeah. How do you prep for that?
Great question.
Great question.
You don't.
Anything can happen. You got to run with that.
What does that mean for equity?
Trend? Is oil ever trended? Is there ever a trending market in crude like on a trend? It's all
2008.
Up to 140 or 120 bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
$145 a barrel or something. I was riding
Michael
the
and I
train
actually
from
know
Evanston for an internship. It was very crowded that summer.
We happen to know the firm and the gentleman that had to puke 140s in crude. Not go well. Got squeezed. There's a movie about
just
it.
Looking
sorry. So look. Go ahead.
Just looking for any correlation between crude and the equities, and there is none. Basically,
I was looking for something, Pogue. Yeah, typically you see one thing move like that.
Yep.
Crude just got smacked down a whole dollar, bottom out of $62.17, up about 50 cents off that Saudi headline. We got 10 minutes till the bottom of the hour to the euro close. Zeus, you're on to me. All right. Oh, man. Doom, you want some hard-hitting news? Doom's just chilling on that recliner. Nothing phases him. Nothing shakes him. Crude drops $1 like that.
It's
Come on in, James. Come on in, James. Let's see if we can update Doom with some hard-hitting news.
Absolutely. Kick back, sit back, relax. Here is your daily dose of news that you need to get your week going. Out of China, world pettiest response. I cried for 3 days. Now it's your turn. A woman sent 1,000 kilograms of onions to her cheating ex's home. For those who want to do quick math, 1,000 kilograms is roughly 2,200 pounds of onions to show up at your front door. Yeah, thoughts, Jack?
That's
power move.
Well, there's no way to win the breakup like sending metric ton of onions someplace.
Where was this?
Just determination. It's out of China. Um, the ex-boyfriend in question actually didn't cry so much. The article states he ended up selling all of the onions for a $200 profit. So
My
There you
guy.
go. Farmers market.
when
Huh?
you're
Not
uh,
bad.
when your your ex
When
sends
life
you
gives you
onions,
onions. When life gives you
sell it to the
onions.
restaurant down the street and turn a profit.
Sell 'em.
As a reminder, there used to be onion futures, but they got rid of them after some bros in Chicago tried to corner the market.
Yep.
Go figure. Thank you,
Can't have
Chicago.
nice things.
Can't have nice things. That's why we have onions. All right. My next story. Uh, Rome taxi drivers are outraged after a reporter claimed
Me
they
too.
drive just like F1's Max Verstappen. I didn't know much about Max Verstappen before now, but apparently he's a four-time F1 champion and was issued a penalty on Sunday after crashing into George Russell's Mercedes in the Spanish Grand Prix, a move genuinely seen as a bad idea by most drivers. Uh, when asked about it, the president of F1 said, "This is road rage like the taxi drivers in Rome or Naples." Naples seems to have shoved it off. Rome, however, are up in arms. They claim they are better drivers than the F1 racers. They claim that their
Love it.
roads are worse. They have
Love it.
worse conditions to operate under, and therefore they are the better drivers because they still get their job done. I don't know much about this life, but I do know don't make your taxi drivers angry. It doesn't end up well for you.
I love this beef. Beef between Verstappen and the Rome taxi drivers. I love it.
Just out of nowhere, the president just says one offhanded comment of like, it's not like, driving to New York City and all of a sudden it's like, hey, whoa, 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 what you saying? I mean, that was my New York. I went to
I'm
theater
walking
school.
here.
It was good.
I'm walking here.
I've
Finally,
been a
talking about,
passenger. I can
yep,
confirm, bro.
don't make them mad.
The ones in Rome, man, pulling
Yeah.
handbrakes on the corners and stuff.
I once
Nice.
had an Uber driver who I got into a street race with the Uber next to him, and he asked me if it was okay. I said yes. Tipped him 5 stars, $10.
Incredible.
The comments I wrote, I got here alive. Anyway, Mattel, known for the Barbie movie, is combining their film and television studios to create Mattel Studios. Mattel, who is planning to roll out more feature films and animations based off their hit properties, are looking to capitalize on the success of the Barbie movie, which grossed more than $1.4 billion in the worldwide
Damn.
box office and received 9 Oscar nominations. Now, if you're wondering what other properties Mattel has, they have Masters of the Universe, which is He-Man. They have Polly Pocket. They have Matchbox, which apparently are miniature cars. But most importantly, they own Uno. So I am looking for the dark, gritty, Michael Bay, Christopher Nolan Uno movie down to the wire. Jack, I think if we start writing it now, we can sell it to Mattel in time.
Get some of that Mattel money.
That Mattel money. It stars
Isn't he
Kevin
busy making the
Costner.
Skibbity toilet movie right now?
Yeah,
Michael
you're
Bay?
right.
That
Michael
was-
Bay's booked up. What's Guillermo doing?
Oh.
What's Guillermo del Toro doing? He needs to
Come
make the
on.
money.
Come on.
So we'll keep an eye on this. I mean, they already have some movies in the works. There is a live action Polly Pocket movie that's coming out. You can roll your eyes at these things, but I did the same thing when Barbie was announced, and then it was one of my top films of that year. So let's see what they do.
There you go.
I like
Anyway,
See what
that's
happens
the
with Polly
news.
Pocket.
Polly
Yep.
Pocket.
You didn't know what
London
you don't know what box match or
Ma-
matchbox
Matchbox.
Hot
cars
Wheels
are?
are.
knew you were
No, I
gonna
know
get
what
it on
Hot
that
Wheels
one.
are.
I knew you were gonna get it on that one.
Matchbox cars.
Yeah, I
No, I
should
don't
have
know that one.
linked also with that Hogue. You don't know Matchbox.
Yeah, right.
Well, we got Jay in the chat who says, "Who cares?" And then we've got local urban saying, "Topstep hires just anyone." After that,
That's
amazing-
right. I'm
That's
living
true.
proof.
That does it.
James is a damn wizard. Have you guys had any idea? James is a damn wizard back there. Not just anyone. Less talking, more trading. Here we go. Coming in hot, Micro Machine. There's no match. Oh, I knew James was going to get lit up about the Matchbox stuff. I knew it. All right, let's do a market recap. We got London closing about 4
They don't know
minutes.
what
4 minutes.
Skibbity Toilet is. I'm not
4
afraid.
minutes. Yeah.
No one wants to know what that is. KT Trader, when Topstep TV cast return to work from office like professionals? I love this. Is this Topstep version or Reddit? A lot of great questions coming in here. I know, look, or just bust your chops. All right, we got 3.5 minutes till the London close. Take a look at the ES 59.93 last trade there. Saw 500 lot trade on the bid in at 59.93 in the ES. Take a look at the NASDAQ 21,002 or 21,770 last trade there. Saw oil sell off there.
10-point range.
Yep, Doom. You said there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do, Doom. So there's nothing to do. If you were a lone wolf in this and there's nothing to do, would you still be sitting in front of your machine right now?
Yeah, yeah. This is a relative top and it's a reversal setup. I've been debating to adding, but adding to the loser is not healthy. So sticking with my trade. But usually I'll play backgammon on my phone
Really?
or
Okay.
solitaire
Now
or
we're
a
cooking.
Sudoku or something that it's not, or Super Mario Bros, like the first one for NES. Something that it's not too involving like the newer games. Yeah, just chill.
It's a good idea.
Chill. Also,
Take your mind off the
you
markets.
know, I don't have to be in a trades for the wife to think that I'm working. Chilling.
Does your wife know you're on YouTube right now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is she watching right now?
Women, man. Well, I think. Well, I sent her to a Target to go have some fun. You know, mom stuff.
Sorry. Oh my God. London close
Right,
2 minutes. London close.
Target.
I would be surprised if my wife has watched more than 30 seconds total of this stream over the 2 years we've been
Same.
doing it, Andre.
Yeah. People still scratch their head at what we do around here, but hey, this is what we do. And it's working because of all these, all everyone watching, because we're trading. Like, this is crazy. A lot of people don't know what the hell trading is. You guys just look at the screens, look at charts, blah blah blah. That's not it. Sometimes we're considered outcasts until those checks hit. Then we're not outcasts anymore. Hello. So yeah, it's we can be out on our own island until those checks hit, and then we aren't on the island anymore. Anyways, we're all this together. Let's keep grinding. These markets are changing. April was wild. May, big hangover from April. And now June, anything's in store. We'll see. With that being said, click like, follow, and subscribe. Also, click that notify button in the upper right-hand corner. Let's see what happens at this London close. We still have not got those 6,000s in the ES.
I was still thinking about the onions. Nothing beats that guy from Chicago that left his ex-wife's car at the O'Hare parking lot for months.
I remember that.
Ooh.
What was that?
Yeah, nothing beats that. You guys know the story, right?
I vaguely remember that. I
believe
yes.
she got the car after the divorce, and he parked it at the O'Hare parking lot, which I think it accumulated like 3, 4, 6 times the worth of the vehicle in in parking fine.
Oh, I love a little
Legendary
pettiness.
move. Legendary move.
Love that one. There it is. James all over it. $100,000 parking fine. $100,000 parking fine.
Yes.
We found the headline. They found that headline.
I remember the number was outrageous.
All right, Euro close is 2013. Oh, what a time to be alive. 59.88.
Order filled.
Could not get to the 6,000s again. Could not. The sellers won that. And
this stop here on the 5-minute, the 3-wick rejection, the 3-wick reversal that Coach Dakota likes, it's a relative top when it makes a cycle without touching the bands and volatility expand into the somewhat direction of the uptrend we have. It's a good signal not to buy it, but also it could be used to short it. I chickened out on 2 good trades today, and yeah. This is a place where
smoke.
I would consider buying it here.
This is
I'm going to slim my risk. And that's that. This is a spot that I might consider buying it. I'm not going to buy it since I'm short, but it's a good opportunity to slim my risk on this trade. It got out of hand. It's giving me back a little bit of a blessing. I'll be a fool not to take it. Here we go. $4.99 on the day. It's 11:30. My mental capital is toast. Locking it. The job is done.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
What's the P&L, dude? What's that P&L? Another 500 lot.
Uh,
Look at that.
$499 on the session.
Good job, man. Love that.
580
not too
lots
bad.
at 59 to
See
89
this?
quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing 500 lots getting tossed around here in the ES a lot.
Now
We
we're
got
getting
580.
interesting.
Yeah.
Now we're getting interesting.
I won't be disappointed one bit if it drops 400 points from here. Not.
400 points.
Hey, you never know.
You don't know. Andrew, let me
I
know
know one
where
thing.
Phil. Yeah,
I
500
would have
lots.
bought it here.
This is the bottom of the micro range. Not micro contracts, just this miniature itty bitty range from 6,000 to 559.90 ES. I'm fine not having taken anything yet because I haven't seen. I've just been waiting for it to break out somewhere.
This is S&Ps. There's some volume being traded in here. I know the range is looking tighter. There's bid and ask. Volume is getting tossed around 59.89 right against open overnight view app in the S&Ps. Take a look at the NASDAQ, 21,760, about 30 points to the highs up there. Yeah, we saw a huge sell-off on that Saudi headline in crude, and we're still remaining lower in crude, $62.61, about 50 cents off the highs there. Gold turning to the upside, 33.99, 33.99. Here come the buyers. Look at, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Somebody said it. Just said it in the chat. Who was that? Uh, it's coiled tight. Discipline works. Yeah. Accumulation in this
Very coiled.
range, whatever that next big move is. But Dre, like you said, seeing that size trade in this range is interesting, right? Building a position for whatever that. It was a couple of days ago. We saw something similar. I can't remember what day it was, but then we got a breakout to the upside after they were done. So Friday, Friday should be very interesting. You know what is moving right now, Dre?
is
Cattle. New highs on the day.
Hit me with the cattle update.
New highs on the day. Shout out to Coach Hoop. Trading right below 212. 140 cows sitting at 212 in cattle. Let's see if we take them out.
You go. The cattle run. I love it. Already got about 20 minutes left here in Faz Markets. Oh, man. Hot Streaks Big Board Live call ups, man. Cattle on the run. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Hoop. JD, come on in here. Let's see some Hot Streaks. Give me some good news about Leon. BRB.
We got some news about Leon. I tried to share it yesterday. I think he took off a little early yesterday. But let's take a look at those hot streaks real quick. At the top of the board, we've got Sebastian. $386 trading the MNQ yesterday. Now at 54 days, we're at 20,466. Leon, Andre is a different Leon. Oh, he took off again. All right. I'll explain it to him later, folks. Most of you guys got the yesterday. So Leon, $262 trading the NQ. Now at 37 days, we're 27,618. Daniel B picked up $207 trading the NASDAQ. Now at 34 days, we're at 15,217. Ronald, $467 trading the MNQ. Now at 34 days, we're at 26,983. And Daniel P, $260 also trading MNQ. Now at 33 days, we're at $7,423. Those are your funded trader hot streaks. These traders are all trading in XFA accounts. All right, we've got one live trader call up. We could burn through that real quick before we hit the big board. We've got from Belgium, Gert D. Gertie closed out 550K XFAs, took a total of $30,000 in payouts from those 5 XFAs, transferred $26,000 over to that new live funded account. Decent cushion for that new live funded starting balance. Good luck to Gert D from Belgium and that new live funded account. Hopefully we'll hear more from Gertie. All right, Eddie, it's been a while. Can I hear it? Unbelievable is right. All right, there are your top 25 traders, top 25 live funded traders here at Topstep. This is the big board. Top 5 KJ Futures, Coach DBA, that is Coach Dakota, sitting in second place. Spy Gig 1991, she's been on the show. You've met her a couple of times. Todd S. and CFT 0718, who took that $180,000 payout yesterday. Rounds out the top 5, 180 grand for number 5 on the big board. Big shout out to CFT. I know his real name. I won't dox him though, and he's having a great year so far. Benjamin T, who was on our P&L list yesterday. Junyu, George, Justin, and Kang C round out our top 10. A couple of all-stars down there in 17th place. We've got Wazarek, who is the head of our P&L board today, picked up $33,479 across a handful of different markets. Wazarek was trading the ES, the MNQ, and the NQ, total of $3,479 in profits across 3 markets for Wazarek yesterday. Big shout out. And then down closer to the bottom, we've got our guy Nato Trades, Nicholas Matthew S. Matthew S. was also on our P&L board today, picked up $11,401 trading the NASDAQ. Then Joshua M., Lemieux, Riaz, and Sukanti round out the top 25. All right, we're going to leave this up here for you guys for just a few more seconds. Get your cameras ready. Take your screenshots. Make sure you tag Topstep on social if you share it. Hashtag Topstep TV. Hashtag Topstep Big Board. You know what to do. There it is, folks. Doom, one more time. What did you? What was your comment in the chat this morning during the opening call? If gold doesn't go higher, you'll eat a bat live on TV.
No,
Was that
it
what you
was
said?
this 15-minute candle at 8:30. If it doesn't close red, it's barely green. I don't have the bat ready.
We're gonna keep that bit in our back pocket though. We'll get a bat for you for next time.
Oh, okay. I've eaten a whole lot of sketchy stuff before, so bat, maybe
What's the
smoked or
sketchiest?
We believe you.
scorpions and those, you know, the larva before it turns into a butterfly, it makes that cocoon. They
Yeah,
stir fry
Frenchie.
those
Yeah.
with garlic, and they taste kind of garlicky, peanut buttery kind of. It's very different. Goes well with beer. Goes really well with beer.
Take a big sip of coffee on that one.
And it was just
What's the
awful.
grossest?
Oh,
What's
just
the
Order
grossest thing you've eaten,
filled.
Jay?
Not caterpillars. I don't know. I would have to. I don't know, Jack. It's a good question. I try to stay away from things that don't look appetizing. What about
I'm
you?
from Florida.
Feeling
I
like
had gator, snakes. I didn't
See,
have
Gator's good.
cricket. Gator is great.
Gator's
Gator
good.
is
Gator is good. I've eaten a lot of weird
Order
stuff. I think like
filled.
the worst stuff that I've had is still the orange chicken from the strip mall chop suey place near me.
oh, that's a gamble.
Um,
That's a gamble.
that's a gamble. I mean, worse. And I've eaten like cicadas and snakes and all that fun stuff, but that orange chicken's vile. Anyway,
I like
guess
turtles.
where we're at? 59.90. Just look at all the volume that has
Order
traded in
filled.
this super tight range here on the ES. Every tick, 10,000 plus ES futures. There's a lot of business getting done in this area, and we're waiting to see which way it breaks. If Dolby was here, he might have set a new record for profits.
Right? I'm sure when
Yeah.
everybody gets tired of looking at this, then it's going to break out.
Yep.
I mean, we've been hanging out. We haven't even hit 6,000. We've just been hanging out between 59.90 and 59.98 with 2 brief interludes after the numbers. But even the numbers couldn't break the overnight low. So I am looking intently. I'd like to put something on, but I don't feel comfortable trading at 10-point range these days.
I'm scanning for you, Jack, seeing if there's anything moving. The 10-year up almost 1% today.
Yep, they got the memo. Bond yields down, oil down, stocks up.
Yep.
Not by much.
If you
4
really
hour
buy
looks
Fed,
like
cattle,
a
Fed
it looks like
buy.
up
mentioned
to
earlier.
212. Doom, you're saying the 4-hour chart?
Yeah, the 4 hour chart on Nasdaq is a buy, but not yet. It needs a little bit of more pullback, in my opinion. I'm getting a little bit, not tired, but mental capital could not really nail it down, and I'd rather not with profits and trying to get frustrated and then
Yep.
go until. So hey, lock it up. Decent day. Can't complain. Could have been better. Could have been worse. It's right in the middle. I got myself a score of 7 on the day, which is pretty high.
Nice.
Nice job.
Oh,
Very
Andre, you're
good
back.
stuff.
Indeed. Doom, my guy. You lock out. Use the lockout
Uh,
button frequently. How often do you use it? How do you know? What are your typical
I'm
trading
coming
hours?
up.
You trade Asia? You trade overnight? Trade
I
around the
do.
clock.
Today I'm coming in from a loss from the night before, Monday into Tuesday in Asia. I got chopped up. I used size. I completely got wrecked. So smaller base hits. I did all right this morning on the short. Uh, build back that confidence, build back that capital a little bit. Bring kind of. I'm not fearful, but bringing back that confidence. Coming from a loss, you got to be a little bit. Well, not a little bit. You got to be a lot of. You got to be careful. You don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Most traders when they take a big hit, that saying, everybody has a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Yep.
The following trade, most traders, and I believe that's a human behavior as well. Like the following trade is like the Hail Mary one that it's gonna take you out a drawdown and actually put you into profit. That's not true. That self convincing into it kind of manifesting this happening to you, if it's not correlating with the market and it's not there, it's very dangerous. It will bury yourself deeper. I don't want that. I've done that. I try to avoid it as best as I can.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, trade for tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. 2 more days in the week. Plenty of opportunity to take some money out of the markets.
So some
Friday's gonna be a
size
lit.
trading
Little
right
wiggle
now
down here.
yeah.
Sellers.
in the Russell.
Hello.
Yeah.
Order
We're gonna
filled.
move. The Russell just traded like 1,000 contracts in a 1 point range in the last minute.
Yeah, all right, we're selling off here. ES selling off.
Yep.
Did Russell move first there, Jay?
It did. It did. Yeah. There. Somebody just came in with like 1,500 contracts on the offer.
They're selling. Here's a
Yep, sweet
250
yeah.
lot. 300 lots, 59.87 quarter. It's getting left in the dust a little bit. Let's see if we can find the buyers. Approaching settlement.
59.83's trade. Selling coming
Hold
in here
it.
in the NASDAQ, 21,739. Something just hit them. So Russell moved first. Interesting.
Follow through is the
They all
question here
moved
on a day like
together.
today,
I
right?
was watching.
59.85. About a 10-point drop in the ES on that move lower. NASDAQ, 21,746. And I go right back up. Look at this, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, follow through is the question on a day like today, where it looks like, oh, it's going to keep going. That's the highest volume spike we've seen all day outside of the open, but no follow through. So we come right back.
VIX is still trading in the range too. We're bouncing in between pivot supports, 17.81 and 17.58, and kind of staying in there. But
All right, we
yeah,
are.
I got out of the price. I took a good blessing. I'm happy with how I managed to slip out of this before it potentially runs up much further and hit me for the full stop.
Apple
Now,
dropped
if it
$3.
drops another 400 points, who knows?
Right back.
Right back is right. I mean, that is just chop.
So
Chop,
tight.
chop, chop. I mean, if you
And
were
these things
short
are
there,
similar to how I got chopped up the other night. So, having that deja vu. I've done that already. Better stay off.
wow.
Man, I'm starting to feel a bad mojo. Last time you had me, the market did nothing too.
No, man. I think it's good mojo. You locked out on that. How could anyone have made money there? If you got stopped out, or if you were short, did you take your profits because coming right back to where you got? I think
Hey, I
that
took
was
three
wise.
losers in a row, which is another thing. Universal rule of three.
Rico, what a whipsaw day. Holy cow, indeed. We saw 10-point sell off in the ES, from pretty much retraced 50% but just like that. Russell made the first move. NASDAQ sold off about 50 points, about retraced about 50% there. Crew trying to find its way back off that sell off. And look at that ES. Look at that ES chart on that 5 minute, right back up. This is vicious. I got stopped out. Robert Harris said, yeah.
I've
It's tough.
noticed something
Yeah,
when
what do you got?
the volume profile on either the 5 or the 15 minute is kind of thick like that. It doesn't have pronounced highs and notes. It tends to be a choppy day or a difficult day. A lot of transactions at price. It makes it difficult. Besides being in a range, it kind of gives the heads up that we might stay in. We didn't really accumulate a lot of transactions up here, more than here, to kind of set a basis that okay, bulls are coming in. It's a breakout. It's going to happen. Same on the short side.
Right.
Nothing.
Might be
We've
part
got
of
a
this
nice little
headline.
biscuit here.
Yeah, go ahead,
Just at the
Eddie.
wire here. Apple and Alibaba's AI rollout in China delayed.
Order
by Trump's
filled.
trade war. It's just coming off the wire here right now. Back to you, Andre.
What happened to Apple? Apple got worked on that. Yep, Apple sold off a couple bucks, about $3 on that. Where's your headline? Man, brutal. Claude says Jack looks locked in today. He's locked in. Hasn't taken a
I
trade. He's
am
still
locked
locked
in.
in.
I'm trying to look at we got to start being careful as we approach the roll of putting too much stock in Delta because the calendar spreads and rolling are going to mess that number up in unpredictable ways. Unless, and this might be worthy of experiment, we should look at the Delta if possible.
Order
in
filled.
The September contract as well as the June.
Okay.
So blind, if there's minus 10,001 because of calendar spreads, definitely
Plus.
check what's happening in the other first. Because if it's positive there, it's more people are rolling calendars than actually shorting.
I like that.
That's a good point, Jack. I'm looking at the September Delta and the S&Ps, and it's minus 170. So it's probably not that much of a factor yet, but as we get deeper into rollover, it will certainly become more of a factor.
Thank you, Hogue.
I like that.
June Delta, negative 4,700 right now.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Doom, did you change your order filled sound? I heard it earlier.
Oh, no.
I haven't.
No, I'm Hogue.
It's still Hogue.
Hogue forever.
Okay, good.
I'm probably going
Order filled.
Hold on. Was
I'll
that Hogue
probably
or
try to get the file out of the API or somehow put it on my Thinkorswim too.
it should be your ringtone? What the hell's your ringtone? Hey, Hogue, how many takes? How many takes did you do for the order filled for Topstep X?
Well, I did 3 different intonations. Like order filled, order filled, order filled. And I let them pick whichever one they wanted.
Order
In my
filled.
opinion, they picked the perfect one, that it has that extra note of seriousness into it.
And then I put 4 together for when the stop gets hit. And the 4th one was wah, wah, wah.
We should get a y'all suck.
Yeah, when you hit your DLL.
When you hit your DLL.
Yeah.
You all suck. Man.
That's how you punch a screen.
Push notification. You all suck.
Or
Yeah.
the clerk from The Simpsons. Please come again.
Ooh.
Thanks for shopping. Please come again. Try your luck tomorrow.
I like it. We got a couple more minutes left. We got a morning recap coming up with a Hogue. We got a morning recap with Hogue. After that, we got Ali joining Dolby and myself with trade with Topstep. What's going on, Ali? See if he gives out his email address. Then we got Lunchbox trading JD and Marie and D. And then, got another top quiz because it is Wednesday. Eddie and Bonnie. We got Dario, Dolby, and JD with Back to the Futures. Then, all right, Dakota, Mandy, and myself for Power Hour. Then, of course,
Order
Jay
filled.
and Paul at the buzzer. It's Wednesday, so Jay and Dakota will be chopping it up on slow markets. We got a ways to go for that. Saw Gabe made a
Great slow
cameo.
markets yesterday.
Yeah,
slow
Gabe.
markets yesterday with Gabe.
How did that go down, Jay? He was just chilling.
Gabe was in the chat. Just trading it up. He was short the Nasdaq, short a 3 lot in the Nasdaq, and in the chat. And Dakota said, "Hey, I'm gonna throw you a link. Come and join." Gabe put on his best interviewer hat, like Gabe tends to do, and asking some real questions. It was a good session. Good session for sure. Different than what we normally do. It wasn't all chart focused. The markets weren't doing that much, but it's good stuff if you haven't watched it already.
It was good stuff. The
990s.
Right back into the range. Right back into the range.
Those sellers 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Let's see even trade with Topstep with Dolby and Ali. We'll take one of these range trades. See if 4th time the charm. Up against these 6,000s in the ES or 21,800 in
Late
the
enough in
Nasdaq.
the day that you do that.
Yeah. This is not financial advice, but I've noticed a pattern that when we have days like this on Topstep TV, as soon as we go to break, the markets move. Now, I'm not going to trade on that information, but let's see what happens.
That part where everybody gets tired of it, and it's like, oh, they're gone. Run it.
Huh?
Yep.
It's like the market's waiting for us to roll into morning recap. It's also like in the reversal challenge when we go to halftime. In reversal challenge, then the market just starts cooking.
Yep.
Without doubt.
Yep. So brutal. All right,
Alexander says he
gold
trades on that information every day.
Yeah. Will Baxline, that is financial advice. No, stop it. It's 59.91 in the ES. On that Apple headline, saw about a 10-point sell-off in the ES. Let's see what happens if we get up to these 59.98. It's going to be interesting to see Hogue's take in morning recap about this market may or may not go.
Oh, man, I just saw the P&L. Coach Jay, you murdered the market, man.
I know.
Oh,
yeah,
thanks,
give
man.
it up for
Thanks,
Jay.
man.
I just saw
appreciate
it. Like,
it.
what? Nice.
Thanks, man. Gave a little bit back during fast markets, but it was good gold trade last night. Thanks, man.
Nice job. Good job taking a break, stepping away for a few, going outside, eating a blueberry. It was that blueberry muffin. That damn blueberry muffin.
Oh,
did
yeah.
the trick,
Yeah, it
man.
was.
Shout out to the
All you
baker.
need- Sometimes you don't need profit from the market. You just need a blueberry muffin, and everything's right.
Yeah,
Or a
right.
bat.
All right. Hey, Doom, thanks for jumping on again. Doom, so you're done for the day. What does Doom do after he steps away? Or after fast
I'm
markets?
going to clean up, but actually, my wife booked me for a Sam's Club run. So I'm a Sam's Club guy, typical American dad. Go stack up 2 fridges for like 3 weeks in advance and just get over it, get it over with. One run only.
That's all. Well, she goes to Target. You go to Sam's Club. We are just retail. Never doubt the U.S. consumer. That's what we know how to do best around here. Doom, thank you so much for joining us. Great job with the discipline locking it up. Coach Jay, we're going to see more of you today. This is Wednesday. He's also head coach of the Lunatics. He was MVP coach for season 1. Jack, great stuff today. We're going to recap coming up with Hogue after this, then Ali, the hot streak master. Let's check out with him. He's got a couple fresh XFAs this week. Maybe he'll share his email again. All right, we're coiling up. We're coiling up here. I assure you, we're not going to stay in this range forever. We got Dolby on the other side. More recap. We'll see how to play this range. This is Topstep TV. Let's go. Let's stay locked in. Come on.
Why Topstep? Because traders shouldn't have to risk everything to participate in the markets. And since 2012, We've provided capital to over 10,000 futures traders just like you. From the pits in Chicago to screens in over 143 countries, we've been motivated by one simple idea. We don't care who you are or where you learn to trade. If you pass Topstep's trading evaluation, you'll be invited to trade with our capital in a fully funded account. As a Topstep funded trader, you keep 90% of profits and we take the losses. We also offer educational resources for all levels, live classes, and free group coaching from a team with over a century of professional trading experience. We're invested in your success. So what are you waiting for? Ditch the brokerage account, start learning by doing, and become a Topstep funded trader today.
Order filled.